Hello, good morning students. How are you all? I hope all of you are fine. Students, in last lecture we have started chapter number 3, isn't it? So, last two lectures we have already started chapter number 3, isn't it? So, in that we have learned about the natural fibers and synthetic fiber. That is clear to you what is synthetic fiber and natural fiber, isn't it? So we were learning about the classification, means we were learning about the fibers that are obtained synthetically, isn't it? In last lecture we have seen about polyester. So today also we will see about another synthetic fiber, another synthetic fiber, that is acrylic. Okay, so let us see about acrylic. Points I have already written for you. Students, in winter, in winter we wear shawls, blankets, sweaters, isn't it? And usually we know the shawls, blankets, sweaters that are made from wool give us more warmness, isn't it? It gives us more heat energy. If the shawls, blankets and sweaters are made up from wool, it will give us more warmness. ठीक है, ठंडी कम लगती है हमें अगर शॉल, ब्लैंकेट और वो जो भी है वूल का बना हुआ हो. बट स्टूडेंट्स, एवरीवन कैन नॉट अफोर्ड इट. व्हाई? बिकॉज if these things are made from wool, it will be expensive, isn't it? So they are made from similar to wool. They are made from the fiber that is similar to wool, and that fiber, that synthetic fiber, is known as acrylic. So what is acrylic? Acrylic first of all is a synthetic fiber. It is not obtained naturally. हमें naturally नहीं मिलता है, ठीक है. synthetically हम prepare करते हैं, man made है वो, ठीक है. तो उसका नाम है acrylic और उसकी properties जो है similar. It is somewhat similar to wool. So in short, it is not usually that whatever shawls, whatever winter clothes we are wearing, they are made from wool only. They may be made from acrylic. Okay, so the fiber that is having characteristics similar to wool and that fiber is a synthetic fiber, it is known as acrylic. Okay, second thing it is given, wool is expensive. I already told you, wool जो है वो expensive है, ठीक है. मतलब ज़्यादा costly. Expensive means it is costly, and acrylic is cheap means it is not costly. It will be comparatively less costly. Okay, so if options are given and if many people, if someone can't afford this thing, woolen material, then they can use acrylic material also. Okay, and usually if we are going to we go to the market for buying this thing, sweaters and this, we mostly don't see which it is thing of wool or acrylic. Okay, so wool is expensive means costly, and acrylic is comparatively cheap. Okay, less amount is required. Next thing, they are available in variety of colors. So acrylic fiber can be available in variety of colors. Synthetic, now here about synthetic fiber it is given, it is not. So synthetic fibers are durable and affordable. Durable means it is long lasting. It can be used for a longer time. That is a durable. And affordable also. Affordable means cheap, less costly, which makes them more popular than a natural fiber. That's why if you are given two options, that is natural fiber, things made from natural fiber, or the things made from synthetic fiber, most of the people will choose this thing, synthetic fiber. Why? Because it is affordable also and it is durable also. Both the things are there. वो लंबा भी चलेगा, वो कपड़ा जो है वो क्लॉथ ज़्यादा समय तक चलेगा, ड्यूरेबल है, कॉस्टली भी नहीं है, यानी चीप है, हम अफोर्ड कर पाएंगे। हर एक जना ईच एंड एवरी पर्सन इज एबल टू अफोर्ड इट। तो इसीलिए वो पॉपुलरिटी उसकी ज़्यादा है, यानी क्रेज ज़्यादा है सिंथेटिक फाइबर का। ठीक है, तो ये सारा था एक्रिलिक का। ठीक है, आई एम गिविंग यू 2 minutes, you can write it down. Okay, note it down students. Okay students, now acrylic we have discussed. Now let us see the disadvantages of the synthetic fiber. So what are the disadvantages? Means what are the negative points about this thing, synthetic fibers? Okay, so negative point of synthetic fiber is, let us see, on heating it melts. If somehow accidentally also, if heat energy is given to the synthetic fibers, then it will start melting like a plastic. You might have observed, if we give a fire to the plastic, अगर हम प्लास्टिक को आग लगाते हैं तो वो कैसे मेल्ट होना स्टार्ट हो जाता है। वैसे ही कोई भी सिंथेटिक फाइबर को अगर हीट मिल रहा है, ठीक है, आग लग गई, फायर लग गया भूल से भी उस चीज़ को, मतलब सिंथेटिक फाइबर को, तो क्या होगा, इट विल स्टार्ट मेल्टिंग, isn't it? So if the clothes catch fire, it can be disastrous and sticks to the body of a person wearing it. That is the only the reason, if anyone is wearing the cloth and the clothes are made from synthetic fibers. We have seen many categories, many examples of synthetic fiber, isn't it? Polyester, nylon. Okay, so if someone is wearing the cloth made from this synthetic fiber and accidentally it catches fire, accidentally अगर वो कपड़ों ने फायर कैच कर लिया, क्योंकि जानबूझ के तो कोई फायर नहीं लगाएगा, isn't it? तो फायर एक्सीडेंटली उस कपड़ों को लग गया तो क्या होगा, वो जो फाइबर होगा इट विल स्टिक टू द बॉडी ऑफ पर्सन, वो फाइबर चिपक जाएगा जो भी पर्सन ने वो फाइबर पहना है, क्योंकि उसने फायर कैच कर लिया है, वो मेल्ट होना स्टार्ट हो जाएगा, मेल्ट होना स्टार्ट हो जाएगा तो इट विल स्टिक टू द पर्सन, सो इट इज वेरी डिजास्टरस, डेंजरस. ओके, नाउ नेक्स्ट थिंग, दैट्स व्हाई वी शुड नॉट वेयर synthetic clothes while working in the kitchen, or in the laboratory. If we are doing something, we are preparing food, whatever the work we are doing in the kitchen, at that time we should not wear the clothes made from synthetic fiber. Reason you know, because if accidentally it catch the fires, it will start melting and it will stick to the person. As a result, it is very dangerous, it is a very harmful, it will affect the person. And another thing, you in laboratory also, in chemical lab, mostly in chemistry lab. So whatever laboratory maybe you are working in, and there also, you know, in laboratory burners are there. We have to work with the burner. And if we talk about the chemistry, many products we have to prepare in the laboratory. Okay, in chemistry we are doing that only in chemical lab. In pharmaceuticals also burners are used for making the products, various medicines and this thing. Burner is a must thing in any of the laboratory, whichever laboratory may be. So more precautions we have to take. We should not wear this the clothes made from synthetic fiber in laboratories. So this thing we have to keep in mind, that when we are working in the kitchen or when we are working in the laboratory, we should not use the material means we should not wear the clothes that are made from synthetic fiber. Very difficult. Okay, so these are the disadvantages. And another thing, if we are working in the another thing, students, if we are working in the laboratory, at that time several things we have to keep in mind. We should wear the apron, we should cover our head also. Okay, cap is there for that, isn't it? So we have to wear gloves also, because in laboratory we are dealing with various chemicals, and if even a single drop of acid is poured in our this thing hand or anything, it will get a serious irritation. So single drop of chemical is also a very irritative. So that's why in a laboratory when we are working, at that time we are wearing gloves, we are wearing apron, and girls mostly they have to tie up their hair, because if you will open your hair, possibilities are there that it will catch the fire. So it is a must that your hair should be in a bun, or you have to cover your hair. Okay, no ponytails in that. So these are the various things that we have to keep in mind in laboratory. So this was out of this thing. So this was those who are going to take science stream after 10th. For that I have given you some information. Okay, next thing, students. Characteristic of a synthetic fiber. What is a positive point? What are the characteristics of synthetic fiber? Why we are using synthetic fiber? That characteristic, let us see. So synthetic fibers are having unique characteristics comparatively to the natural fiber. If we compare natural fiber with this thing, synthetic fiber, they are having unique characteristics. And that's why synthetic fiber are used to make dresses and various clothes, because of unique characteristics. Second thing, it dries up quickly. Compare with the natural fiber, synthetic fiber dry up quickly, easily, very. And it is durable also. I have already told you it is durable. It is a long lasting fabric. Okay, that's why it is less expensive also, means less costly. We are able to afford it, and it is easy to maintain. And maintaining also, less efforts are required for maintaining the synthetic fibers. Easily maintained. We are able to maintain it very easily, isn't it? So that's are the characteristics of synthetic fiber, why we are using it. And here is a disadvantage. Disadvantage means negative point. Okay, students, I am giving you 2 minutes. Note it down whole thing. Okay, then we will move later further topic. We will discuss further topic. Okay students, let us now see about the plastics. Okay, so plastic is also a polymer. So first of all, what is polymer? That should be clear to you. I have already explained you. Once again I am repeating. Students, the word poly means many and mer means unit. So polymer is made up of many units. Means the single unit monomer, it is made from a mono. First of all, monomer means what? Mono means single. Mono means one and mer means unit. So various single units will join together and it will form a polymer. Poly means many and mer means unit. It is like a fabric only. You know how fabric is made? Many fibers will join together and it will form a fabric. So fiber means single unit, one unit means monomer. So many monomers will join together, not one monomer. Many monomers will join together. How fabric is formed? Many monomers will join. So monomer is fiber. ओके, बहुत सारे फाइबर ज्वाइन होंगे और उस एक फाइबर को एक यूनिट कहा जाएगा और उसे मोनोमर कहेंगे. एक यूनिट को मोनोमर कहेंगे, सिंगल यूनिट. तो ऐसे बहुत सारे यूनिट ज्वाइन होंगे और क्या बनाएंगे? पॉलीमर. यानी बहुत सारे फाइबर ज्वाइन होके बनाएंगे फैब्रिक. बहुत सारे फाइबर्स ज्वाइन होके क्या बनाएंगे? फैब्रिक. Isn't it? So fiber is a single, many fibers will join together and it will form a fabric. So fiber is a single unit, many single units will combine and it will form a fabric, many units. So same thing is in plastic also. Plastic is a polymer and it is formed from a many single units. The single units are joined together and it will form a many units means polymer. Many units of plastic will be formed. बहुत सारे सिंगल यूनिट ज्वाइन हो जाएंगे साथ में और बनाएंगे मैनी यूनिट यानी पॉलीमर यानी प्लास्टिक. ठीक है, तो प्लास्टिक जो है वो भी पॉलीमर है, जैसे सिंथेटिक फाइबर जो पॉलीमर होते हैं वैसे ही. ओके, सो प्लास्टिक इज ऑल्सो अ पॉलीमर. थर्ड थिंग, arrangement of units. Here I have told you unit. In all the plastic is not same. If we are talking about the plastic, inside the plastic units are there. Isn't it? Units are there because plastic is made up of units. But that units, the arrangement of units is not same in all plastics. So how is the arrangement? अगर अरेंजमेंट सेम नहीं है हर एक प्लास्टिक में तो अरेंजमेंट कैसा है? तो अरेंजमेंट दो टाइप का होगा प्लास्टिक के अंदर. फर्स्ट अरेंजमेंट है लीनियर. See, inside the plastic units are arranged in two types. जो भी यूनिट होंगे प्लास्टिक के अंदर वो दो तरीके से अरेंज होंगे. एक जो है वो है लीनियर. आप देख सकते हो स्ट्रेट, ये यूनिट्स है. ये जो मैंने बॉक्सेस यहाँ पे किए हैं इट इज अ यूनिट. तो यूनिट कैसे अरेंज है? स्ट्रेटली अरेंज है. ठीक है, तो स्ट्रेटली अरेंज है तो उसे क्या कहेंगे? लीनियर. और दूसरे टाइप का जो है वो है क्रॉसलिंक. क्रॉसलिंक यानी ऊपर नीचे, दाहिने बाइने, मींस लेफ्ट राइट टॉप बॉटम, एवरीवेयर द यूनिट्स आर अरेंज्ड. यू कैन सी हियर. ठीक है, यहाँ पे मैंने डैश क्यों किया है? यानी डैश इसीलिए किया है यहाँ में क्योंकि यहाँ पे भी यूनिट ज्वाइन हो सकता है. सो सराउंडिंग ईच यूनिट यू कैन प्लेस द यूनिट. सो दैट इज अ क्रॉस लिंक. सो इन लीनियर only straight forward units are arranged. Straightly only units are arranged. It is a linear arrangement. And in cross link arrangement, left, right, top, bottom, Okay, so it is a cross link. So inside the plastic, units are arranged in two ways. One is a linear and another is a cross link. You can see here. Okay. Now looking about the characteristics of plastic. Okay, what are the characteristics of plastic? Why we are using plastic? What characteristic it is having? So first thing is a recycled. We can recycle plastic. Suppose initially there is a bottle made of plastic, then you can convert it into another form and then you can use it. So it is called a recycling. Okay, or you can break it that bottle and from that broke this thing bottle you can prepare a new thing. Thing you can prepare. So that is known as recycling. So once you have recycled the plastic, you can use in various ways which we want. Second thing is reuse. The same plastic you can again and again use it. It can be reused. You know, because plastic cannot be decomposed. Okay, if you will immerse the plastic inside the soil, then it will not decompose. Okay, that's why we have to reuse the plastic. And nowadays it is advisable that use less plastic because the thing is, because of plastic also pollution is increasing day by day. It is affecting the cycles also. You know, various cycles are going on. Okay, life cycles. So it will affect that also. Okay, and if you will dump it into the soil, it is also hazardous. So that is why. So it can be used. Third thing is colored. We can color the plastic in various color, whatever we want. Another thing is it is melted. Plastics are melted. That is a characteristic. If you will heat any plastic, it will start melting and it will stick to anything. Then it can be rolled into sheets. We can convert plastic into sheet also, and we can convert plastic into wires also. These are the characteristics. So once again, plastics can be recycled, it can be reused, it can be colored, it is melted, it can be converted into sheets also, and it can be converted into wires also. So plastic is a polymer and arrangement is of two types, linear and cross link, isn't it? So I hope plastic, introduction of plastic is clear to you. I am giving you 2 minutes, note it down students. Okay students, I hope you have noted down, and if you have not noted down, you can take a screenshot also and you can post and then write also. Okay, both the things you can do. And if you are having any query, you can ask me. And in homework, you have copied whole thing, isn't it? Whole topic you have copied. So in homework, whole topics you are supposed to write. Okay, whether I tell you or not. In each and every lecture, after the completion of each and every lecture, I am giving you important points writing here, so that you are supposed to write, whether I tell you or not. Okay, so we will continue in next lecture. Till then, bye, take care.